your audience sees a thumbnail for maybe half a second that might have taken you 20 minutes to produce. That is not scalable. If you produce content online, you know how much effort it takes just to get a post on LinkedIn that might last 6 seconds on the interwebs. We've decided to take actions, in this case the thumbnails, to improve our workflow. Now, a thumbnail, it's important to introduce the subject to your audience, to have a bit of your branding. They are important, but we were spending way too much time on this task. So let me just show you what we've done here. The idea that we had was to create these thumbnails the moment we had a title for our video. So what I've created is a thumbnails database. The moment a video gets created, the name gets pushed to here. It gets linked to an actual record in my content table. And then I'm using a little function to capitalize the text. Now, how do we actually generate the images? We first tried Canva, and that's great, but we also had problems with text placement. So a clever way we came up with Google Slides presentation. As you can see here, all the funny faces, fingers pointing to different lines, done in a way that we can adapt the text to go into multiple lines. Each one of these slides is essentially a thumbnail that can be exported. These little squiggly brackets take into account the text that's going to be replaced. So we can go back into our automation tool. It is essentially capturing that new video being created. It takes that presentation that we put together with the 5 demo slides. It goes one by one so that we're not just capturing one. It makes an API call to Google Slides, and it gets each one of those JPEGs for us to store. Once we've got those JPEGs, it is saving each one of them, thumbnail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into our database, in this case Airtable. Here we have thumbnail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once we're happy with a particular thumbnail, what we do there is go into the thumbnail picker column, and we pick thumbnail that we like for this particular bit of content. In this case, let's go to thumbnail 1. And then what's going to happen is an automation will trigger within Airtable to update the original record dealing with record C46. We have that thumbnail here. And the idea is that these don't become stale. We can go in here and change these, or even add multiple thumbnails, wanting to focus really on the content. And this is a way for us to use automation to really speed that whole process up.